Get quickly here. Are you okay right there first? Does it bother you?
Against my butt.
Honestly, it pretty much looks over you in like this. If you want to move it, like there, you know, across the front. No, you're not blocking. You're fine. Just act like it's not there. I just don't want it to bother you. But hopefully my mic will be good and everything will be good. Lisa, do you copy? Do you copy? Do you copy? Okay. Okay.
Katie,
I'm muting you.
Katie,
It's not, it's okay. It's good. It's not good. I can't. Okay. I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry. I can't. I can't. Even though you're muted. Even if. Okay. Yes. 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 Okay. 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 Let's do it. Okay, friends. Sorry. Sorry for the wait. Going to practice now. Okay. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm so happy to be home. I had the most wonderful retreat, so I feel rejuvenated. Let's see. Special announcements. Trying to think what's coming. I don't really think there's much going on. Um not much going on. Everything's so quiet right now. Yeah. I don't know like special workshops and stuff. I don't. Oh, this Saturday, I know that Tyler is doing a summer, or excuse me, I don't know what season it is, winter solstice workshop. So I think it's 12 to 2 this Saturday, if you're interested in that. And then if you're interested, this is my regular class I always teach, but it's my class this Thursday, 8:30 to, sorry, 8:30 and 9:30. I was just thinking in my head, but I think Thursday is the actual winter solstice. It's the 21st, right? Yeah, so that will be my version of like winter solstice honoring. So yeah, and my 8:30 class, if you guys haven't been, it's my favorite like yoga class that I teach right now because it's just an hour and it's called Chill Vibes Power Flow. So it's like power like this class, but a little more chill, not so powerful. But we still do down dogs and chaturangas and everything. And then at the end, I always do a sound bath. Oh, and I always have my starlight projector lights on the ceiling. So it's kind of like just a different experience if you're ever in the mood and you're up at 8:30 p.m. and want to do yoga. I know that's the issue. That's the issue. I know it's hard for me to get there sometimes. All right, let's do the thing. So find your comfortable seat if you're not already there. And even if you are already there, you might just move your body a little bit, kind of get some physical feedback. So even if it's just rolling your shoulders around or rolling your head side to side. So anything goes. You can even stretch your arms up. You could twist, just kind of feeling into your physical body this morning, noticing how you are, what you've brought with you to class. And then eventually settle into stillness, seated meditation. So close your eyes or lower and soften your gaze. Place your hands intentionally. And see if you can just really arrive here in this space, here on your mat and in your body. So start to feel into your body, your inner space. So notice not just physical sensations, but also energetically what's going on inside of you, what's flowing through you. Maybe there are emotions present. There might be a lot, there might be nothing at all that you can notice. Just tuning in, bringing more awareness to your state of being. And then if you have not already, start to notice and focus in on your breath. If it helps, you might visualize your breath. I've been trying to connect more with my imagination, with my third eye. So I've been trying to visualize and imagine more often when I meditate. Next time you breathe in, fill up as big as you can. When you think you are completely full, hold there. And then see if you can sip in just a tiny bit more air at the top. Open your mouth and big, huge sigh. Let it go. All the way to empty. And then two more like that. Inhale, fill up. Get taller through your spine. Draw up through the crown of your head. And through your shoulders. Holding that fullness. And when you are ready, open your mouth and release. Let it go. One more. Biggest inhale you've taken all morning. And as you pause at the top and hold in that fullness, see if you can find just a little bit of softness around your held breath. Soften through your outer shell. And then in your own time, whenever you're ready, just big open mouth sigh, release. Very nice, friends. Seal your lips and start to drop into your Ujjayi breath. So lips stay closed. The breath moves through your nostrils, but it doesn't sound like your typical nostril breathing. You don't hear it as it moves through your nostrils. You hear it and you feel it as it moves through the back of your throat. So you're using the muscles in the back of your throat to they're constricted and they're regulating your breath. They're slowing it down. They're smoothing it out. They're keeping it nice and steady. So be here with your breath, just finding your own kind of internal pulse, internal rhythm for as long as you would like. So if this is where you want to stay half the class or the entire class, go for it. You can also come back here at absolutely any time. If you are ready to start moving your body, take your breath with you and come forward onto your hands and your knees, tabletop position. And from your hands and knees, you guys know the drill. Those of you who come to my class often, just intuitive movement. So anything goes. So maybe that looks like cat-cows to begin with. And then maybe you start to move your hips side to side or all the way around in great big circles. Perhaps you sit back into a child's pose. Just rest there for a few breaths. If you want to stretch your wrists or kind of get into your forearms, you might spin your fingers out to the sides, spin your fingers back towards your knees, or even flip your palms up. So feeling into your body, this vessel that carries you around all day, every day, and intentionally trying to connect with it. So feel into what's there, what feels really good, really strong, really open, what feels tight or tender, stiff, sore. And there's no judgment. That's not why we are tuning in. We're just collecting information. We're just noticing. We're just getting curious. So everything you notice, it's just, interesting. As you are ready, downward facing dog is our eventual destination. So in your own time and even in your own way, you can start your transition back to down dog just in your next few breaths. Once you're back in down dog, friends, same thing. Just feel around, pedal out your heels. Maybe it feels really good to bend your knees a lot and just work the length in your spine and your side bodies. Maybe it feels good to take your feet out all the way to the width of your mat and kind of transfer your weight from side to side. So make your down dog work for your body today, not the other way around. So we're not trying to crank our body into these positions that are doing us absolutely no good, that are just painful, and we can't even breathe deeply in them. We're trying to adjust our body to fit the pose so that we can get energy flowing through in the most efficient way. We can get strength, power flowing through our joints, our shoulders, our arms, our core, that connection to center. And our breath, it's big, it's spacious. Maybe you're finding new spaces inside just by breathing bigger, breathing deeper, inhabiting those places that you forgot were even there. Very nice down dogs, everybody. Take just a couple more rounds in your down dog, and then in your own time, once again, no rush, we will find our way into a forward fold at the back of our mat. So you'll just crawl your hands back whenever you're ready, and you can go nice and slow. Once you are in your forward fold, hang out there for a few breaths. You might take your feet out a little wider. You might bring in your feet a little closer. Maybe you want to grab opposite elbows or hands behind your head and interlace your fingers. Maybe you want to walk your hands over to one side and then the other. So please feel free to be curious in your forward fold. Maybe change up where you're holding the weight and see how it feels different. Notice, do you tend to rock onto the outer edges of your feet? Do you tend to rock onto the inner edges of your feet? So where are your own personal imbalances? Take a couple more rounds here. Let your head be heavy. Let your neck relax. Let your face, all the muscles in your face, just soften and let go. Next time you breathe in, find your halfway lift position. So spine as long as it will grow. Crown reaches forward, sit bones reach back. Exhale, fold and release. Do that one more time. Halfway lift. So top of your head forward. See if you can feel the tops of your thighs really pressing back, sit bones broadening. Exhale, fold all the way to empty in your breath. And then from that place, rise. So come through your halfway lift and take it all the way up. Arms reach up. Hands to heart as you exhale. Flowing for a moment. Inhale, high mountain, reach. Hinge at your hips and take your slow dive. So feel your body moving through space. Beautiful. Halfway lift position. Inhale and see how much length you can create. Nice, Jane. Exhale, fold all the way to empty in your breath. Connect to your center. Lead with your heart. Rise back up. Arms to the sky. Inhale. Sydney, exhale, hands to your heart center. Let's do one more half sun salute, just like that. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, slow dive. All the way to empty. Beautiful, friends. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Breathe in and fill up. Exhale, fold, let it go. Press into your feet, lead with your heart, rise, arms to the sky, inhale. Hands to your heart center as you exhale. Pause here for just a moment. You can keep your hands at your heart, or you can bring your arms down by your sides in what's called mountain pose, Tadasana. So palms open, and you might even take your arms out a little bit wider so you can feel the front of your shoulders broaden, your collarbones broaden. So stand well, stand tall, root through your feet, drop through the crown of your head. Close your eyes and feel yourself standing with awareness from the inside out. If there is an intention you would like to bring into your practice today, now is your time. So an intention is different than a goal. Intention is just something you want to put out there, you want to tune into, you want to connect with, you want to offer up. There's no destination. So feel into that for you. Focus in on that. Maybe there's something you visualize. Doesn't have to make sense to anyone but you. Take one more big, huge inhale and imagine you're just breathing the feeling of that intention into your body. hold. And then as you exhale, like you're sending out into the universe, let it go. Big sigh. Ah. Good. Ujjayi breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take your slow dive all the way down. Beautiful. Lift halfway with your inhale. Feel into the length and strength of your back body. As you exhale this time, just plant your hands or your fingertips and start to crawl slowly forward into a plank position. So light on your hands, strong in your core as you walk your hands forward. Once you are in a plank pose, shoulders over wrists, hips level with shoulders. See if you can take little baby rocks forward and back. So your fingers are spread really wide. Push the ground away. Draw your belly button in and up and breathe into your back body. Good. You can come to your knees at any time if you'd like to modify. Next time you inhale, little rock forward onto your tippy toes. Keep that. Exhale, lower just halfway down. Chaturanga, hold. Inhale, push back up into your high plank. Yes, do that once more. Exhale, halfway down. Strong shoulders, strong belly. Inhale, push back up, high plank. Very nice. And exhale this time, slow motion all the way to your belly. Nice, Liz. As you inhale, we'll take Spider-Man Cobra. So hands on the hardwood floor, lift to your fingertips, elbows face the sky. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, little twist to your right. Your left shoulder might dip down a little bit. Inhale, back to center. Press into your fingertips, tone your belly, heart lifts. Exhale, other side, little twist. Inhale, back to center. Go one more time each way. Or if you'd rather, you can find a different heart opener, something that works better for your body. With Spider-Man Cobra, having your hands nice and wide gives your shoulders enough space. So it's almost like you're doing a shoulder pigeon or kind of just a micro shoulder pigeon. Eventually, you will come back to center. You can hold there as long as you'd like. And downward facing dog is where we'll meet up. So however you want to transition back in your next few breaths. Nice, Tracy. Back in your down dog. We've got about 5 rounds. So any movement, any exploration you want to take, perfectly welcome. And then just quickly, a question from me to you. If you would like a hands-off practice today, you would rather not be touched or physically adjusted, totally fine with me. I don't take it personal, but just give me one leg in the air to let me know. Okay, thank you very much. Downward facing dog, couple more breaths. If you want to lift one leg in the air now, just to feel it, just to lengthen, and then the other, go for it. Might feel nice. So in your down dog, see if you can find that connection to center that lifts you out of your arms and your wrists. So it's like there's an invisible rope pulling up on your belly button. Sometimes it helps me find it if I bend my knees a lot, almost like I'm going to pounce forward. You guys look so good. Very nice poses. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. Push the ground away. As you exhale this time, look to the top of your mat, step, tiptoe, or hop forward, fold top of your space. Inhale to your halfway lift position, nice and long. Good. Exhale, let it go all the way to empty in your breath. From that place, rise. Arms reach up, breathe in. Feel all that space inside of you. Hands to heart. Exhale, maybe you reconnect to your intention. Inhale, reach up and stretch. This time as you exhale, we're going to take a side body stretch to our right. So you can make it your own. Maybe right hand to right hip. Maybe you want to grab your left wrist. Maybe you want to interlace fingers. Sometimes I like a yin-yang variation. So whatever works for you. And maybe you want to take a couple different variations. Feel around. More weight in your left foot, but stay rooted through the inner edge of your left foot. Nice, Erica. Breathe into your left waistline. Breathe into the space between your left ribs. One more big, huge breath. As you inhale, bring it back to center. Realign, both feet on the ground. And then exhale over to the other side. Most likely, same variation for you on this side, but maybe this side feels different. You want to go somewhere different. So get curious. Breathe into your right side body. That length from your right foot all the way up to your right fingers. Soften your face, unclench your jaw. One more round. See if there's any more space you can create just by breathing bigger. Inhale back to center, arms to the sky. And as you exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Everybody today, for a moment, bend your elbows a lot. Press your palms together. And with your shoulders rolling back and down as much as possible, see if you can just start to draw circles with your hands. Make really fast circles with your hands like they're in a dryer or washing machine. Circle, 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 circle really fast, and then reverse them. Circle, circle the other way. Fast as you can go. Try to keep your palms together. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Now stretch. So open through the front of your heart. You might let your palms come apart, or you might keep them pressed. You can still get that opening in the front of your shoulders. If you want, little baby back bend. Take one more inhale. Breathe into the front of your shoulders, front of your heart. Keep your clasp. Exhale all the way down. So hinge at your hips all the way down. Relax your neck at the bottom. Keep your clasp halfway lift. So see if you can feel your back muscles hugging towards your spine as you lengthen. Exhale, keep your clasp and fold. Just one more inhale with your fingers interlaced. See if you can lift your knuckles higher. See if you can lift your sit bones higher. Relax your neck. Exhale, hands to low back, release. Let your arms dangle. Give them a little shake out. Maybe shake your head. Yes, no. Good job, friends. Inhale to a regular halfway lift. So realigning one more time. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet to the back of your mat, and move through your own vinyasa however you want to. So you can add a couple of push-ups, you can take it on your knees, you can substitute cat-cows, skip it all together. Totally up to you. Maybe hold the plank pose for a breath or two, and then lift your hips up and back. So please honor where you are at, always. That's the practice, tuning in. All right, downward facing dog, Ujjayi breath. Next time you inhale, right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Nice, CC. So if you want to open your hips or kind of explore, maybe roll out your ankles, circle out your knee, feel free. But then eventually find square hips. So maybe just in your next couple breaths or so, square off your hips. With your square hips, most likely your right leg can't go quite as high. That is perfectly fine. Go for length, strength, and power in your right leg. Hug in with your left inner thigh. So make sure you're not sinking into your outer left hip. Press down through your hands. Feel your connection to center. Take one more big inhale. Press up with your right foot. Press down through your fingertips. Exhale. Right knee to your nose, scoop out your belly. Stay here as you breathe in. Push the ground away. See if you can lift higher through your waistline. Round your spine and then step through so softly as you exhale. Nice, Mikkel. Rise in your own time. Crescent lunge. No rush. Beautiful, Sydney. So rise up and find stability through your legs. So the stability comes by hugging towards midline, by finding your center. So pull front hip back. Back hip forward. Your legs are strong. Maybe you even bounce a little bit. Feel your own unique expression in your upper body. So that doesn't mean you need to do anything different physically, but feel into your pose. Maybe there's some way you can bring in or invite in or embody your own intention. Feel your slow, spacious breath flowing through every space inside of you. So right now, in this moment, how does crescent lunge feel in your body? Take one more big inhale. Maybe you reach up a tiny bit higher. Maybe you gaze up. As you exhale, we're going to twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Bend your back knee to a hover, or if you would rather prefer or want to modify, back knee can always come down to the ground. If your back knee is hovering, imagine you're trying to drag your backside forward. Yes, there's definitely an element of balance, so be playful with yourself here. If you want to challenge your balance even more, you might gaze back over your right fingertips. Take one more breath. Broaden through your shoulders, reach through your fingers. Inhale, come back to crescent. So unwind, arms to the sky. If you want to, you can even straighten your front leg. Squeeze your front thigh. As you exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Root into your front foot. Float your left leg up for standing splits. So left leg high, and you're welcome to open your hip if you want to. You're welcome to keep your hips square if you'd rather. Neither one is right or wrong. They're just different ways of being in the pose. Nice, Kirsten. Keep your left leg strong, left foot active. If you want to play or explore, feel free. So handstand hop, Shiva squats. Maybe you wrap your right arm behind your right leg. Soften through your face, unclench your jaw, nice Kali. See if you can feel your center here. So rather than all of your weight coming down into your right foot, it's like you're being lifted up from your belly button, that invisible rope pulling up. Take one more inhale. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. So you're going to set your left foot down next to right. If you need a moment to give your right leg a little shake out, feel free. Eventually, big toes touch, little gap in between your heels. You're just going to tuck and curl, little tiny potato bug ball. You can choose to lift your heels up really high, working more strength, or you can choose to press your heels towards the ground, working more ankle flexibility. You can also, if you'd like, wrap your arms around your shins, get as small, as compact as you can, give yourself a big squeeze, and at the bottom of each exhale, see if you can find your center, find emptiness. Breathe into your back body, breathe into your back ribs. So good. Awesome, Paul. Take one more round. Next, inhale, halfway lift. So heels down, spine long. If you want, you can widen your stance a bit. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet and rise all the way up. Arms reach up, high mountain. We're going to pause in our high mountain. Check in. Rotate your pinky fingers in towards one another. And if your shoulders are right up next to your ears, see if you can let them soften a little bit. Root through your right foot. Lift your left knee, standing staff. So hug in with your inner thighs. It's like you're zipping up through your midline. Everything's hugging in and then reaching up. Yeah, awesome, Cam. Focus your gaze, slow, steady breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, figure four, other left leg lifts, CC. So outer left ankle, top of right thigh. Sit back into a one-legged chair. Hands can come to your heart, or maybe you want to reach your arms back like a chair plane pose. So for this one, we'll be here about 5 rounds. If there's any way you want to explore, feel free. So you might turn it into a forward fold. You might turn it into a twist or an arm balance. Maybe you fall out 10 times, come back in 10 times. Meet yourself exactly where you are at. Keep your left toes really active. Your left ankle really strong. Awesome, Kathy. Slow, steady breath. Wherever you are at, your breath is right there with you. It's like your best friend. So good. Nice, Mikkel. One more round. Awesome, Erica. Slowly, see if you can come back to your standing staff. So arms reach up, left knee lifts, maybe even extend your left leg this time. And exhale, curtsy squat. So use the mobility in your left hip, swing your left leg around, left toes off the right edge of your mat, hands to heart, get low. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward, and hug in with your inner thighs. Draw your belly button towards your spine and lengthen through your low back. Some of you are already doing this. Start to take little baby pulses. So stay low, just an inch or two of movement. Yeah, feel that heat build in your legs. Keep your breath slow and steady. So tell your body, I know this is hard. I know it's challenging, but I got you. You're safe. As low as you can go. One more breath. Good. Inhale, high mountain. Both feet on your mat. Both arms to the sky. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Slow dive all the way down. Fold. Halfway lift position as you inhale. And exhale, plant your hands, feet back, however you want to get there. We'll see you back in down dog. Once you're back in your dog pose, take a moment, just walk it out. You might feel, how does my right leg feel compared to my left leg, or my right side compared to my left side? No judgment, just observation. Next time you breathe in, left leg to the sky, three-legged down dog. Good. So if you want to, you can play around, you can explore for a moment. Eventually, square hips. So with your square hips, I do not care how high your left leg goes, but I do care that it's strong and powerful. So if I came over, try to press your left leg down, it would not even move. There's so much power there. There's so much strength. Good job. Take one more big inhale. Push down through your hands. Lift from your center. As you exhale, left knee to your nose, round your spine, hollow out your belly, push the ground away. Stay here as you breathe in. Your shoulders are over your wrists. You're on your back. Tippy, tippy toes. Step forward softly. Good job. Rise up, crescent lunge in your own time. Beautiful. Nice, Sandra. So hips are square. Your front hip is drawing back energetically. Your back hip is drawing forward. So it's like you're plugging the femur bones into your hip sockets. You're making your joints really strong. And then grow with your upper body. Grow into your own unique expression. And again, maybe there's some way for you, maybe it's just using your imagination. You can embody your own personal intention here. So feel yourself in this pose right now in this room. Feel your breath flowing through you, this present moment experience of being in your body. That's all it is. Take one more inhale. Exhale, we've got our turbo twist. Right arm forward, left arm back. Bend your back knee to a hover, or back knee can always come down at any point if you'd like to modify or just change it up. If your bottom knee is hovering, imagine you're trying to drag your backside forward and keep pulling your front hip back, broaden through your shoulders and collarbones. Arms really long, like you have great big wings. If you want an extra balance challenge, gaze back over your left fingertips. One last round. Use your exhale to twist, twist, twist. Inhale back to crescent, reach up. Option to straighten your front leg if you'd like. Squeeze your front thighs, squeeze your inner thighs. Exhale, hands come down. Root into your left foot, right leg floats up, standing splits. And all it is a one-legged forward fold. So like you do in forward fold, let your neck relax, let your head be heavy. Find a connection to your center. Feel the strength and the power in your right leg all the way up into your toes. See if you can activate your toes. If there's some way you want to explore or play, please feel free. About 2 or 3 more breaths here. So your hands are just there to help with your balance. They're not taking on the weight of the pose. If you're going for handstand, then you are putting weight in your hands, of course. So be where you are at. Maybe it's the same as the other side. Maybe it's totally different. One more big inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. So you can take your time getting there. You can set your right foot down, give your left leg a little shake if it wants. Whenever you are ready, big toes touch, tuck and curl. Option to stay in your little potato bug ball like you did before, or this time, if you want, option to turn it into a toe stand. So hug in with your inner heels, inner knees, inner thighs, and see if you can start to aim your knees straight forward. Bring your hands to your heart center, spine long. So we balance by finding center, by hugging in. So hug in with your inner thighs. Squeeze your heels towards one another. Soften your face. Sometimes it helps me balance when I press the tip of my tongue against the roof of my mouth. Be intentional about it. Take 2 more rounds wherever you're at. Good job. Next inhalation, come to a halfway lift. So heels down, spine long. You might widen your stance if you prefer. Exhale, fold and bow. Root through your feet, rise all the way up, high mountain. So pause in your high mountain. If you ever feel like you see stars when you rise, give your head a little pat and it kind of grounds you. You come back. That happens to me sometimes. So from here, pinky fingers rotate in towards each other. Shoulders relax down away from your ears just a bit. Right foot roots, or excuse me, left foot roots down, right knee lifts up. Standing staff. Yeah, so find your balance, find your drishti, your focus point. Look at something in front of you that's not moving. Flexion through your toes. Slow, deep breaths. One more inhale. Figure 4 as you exhale. So outer right ankle, top of your thigh. You can sit back into a one-legged chair, hands to heart. Maybe chair plane arms. Maybe you want to explore a forward fold, a twist, an arm balance. Anywhere you'd like to take it on this side. Over and over again, just coming back to your breath, coming back to the sensations in your body. So if you find that you've gone somewhere else, congratulate yourself for finding that, for noticing that, and then bringing yourself back. Couple more rounds. Slow, steady, active through your right toes. Breathe all the way down into your hips. See if you can stay balanced on your left foot and come back to your standing staff slowly. Arms to the sky, an option to extend right leg if you want to. One more inhale in standing staff. Exhale, curtsy squat. Swing your right leg around, hands to your heart. Bend both knees and get nice and low. Keep your hips square. So left hip draws back, right hip pulls forward. Hug in with your inner thighs. Tone your belly. So back, low back, I should say, is nice and long, and it feels supported by that engagement in your lowest, deepest abdominals. Take your little pulses if you're not already. Yeah, so feel the heat build in your legs and welcome it rather than resisting it. Breathe into it. Hold in your lowest point. Take one more round. Inhale, high mountain. Nice job. Arms to the sky. Stretch it out. Slow dive as you exhale all the way down. Fold. Lift halfway with your in-breath. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Move through your vinyasa however you want to. See you back in downward facing dog. Good job. All right, my friends, if you'd rather take a child's pose here for a moment, you're more than welcome to do so. We will move now a couple more times through that entire flow, through that entire sequence. So we'll go one breath, one movement, a little faster, but it doesn't mean that we speed through it as fast as we can with momentum. It means we move slowly and intentionally with our slow, spacious breaths. We move slowly, even through transitions. If at any time you want to move on your own or you want to take a little break, of course, that is always fine with me. So please honor what you need first, always. If you are coming with me, downward facing dog. Big, deep breath into your dog pose. Exhale, gaze to the top of your space, and however you would like to get there, forward fold. Ha. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, bow, let it go. Root through your feet all the way up. Arms reach up, nice Kirsten. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, let's flow, friends. Inhale, arms to the sky. Side body stretch of your choice. Over to your right. You can change it up if you want. Exhale. Inhale through center. Re-extend, realign. Other side, up and over, all the way to empty with your breath. Inhale back to center. Reach. This time, just a little baby back bend. Cactus your arms, lift your heart, squeeze bottom tips of shoulder blades. Re-extend, realign. As you exhale, slow dive takes you all the way down. Lift halfway. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana, or skip it if you'd rather. Heart lifts as you breathe in. Hips lift as you breathe out. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Listen here. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, or as close as you can come. Inhale, back up. Awesome, Jane. Again, right knee, right elbow, or even aim for your armpit as high as you can get. Nice, Erica. Inhale, back up. Now, exhale, knee to your nose and step forward so softly, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise, strong legs, heart lifts. Exhale, turbo twist, left arm forward, right arm back, back knee bends to a hover all the way to empty in your breath. Inhale, back to crescent, reach up, option to extend both legs if you would like. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth, low lunge. With your inhale, float your left leg to the sky, standing splits. Straight into your little tiny potato bug ball. Exhale, get super small, empty out. Curl in. Halfway lift, breathe in, lengthen. You can adjust your stance. You can widen your feet if you want to. Exhale, fold and bow. Root through your feet all the way up. Arms reach up. Left knee floats up. Flex your toes. Exhale, figure four. Sit back into a one-legged chair. Arms are your choice. Back to standing staff. Breathe in. Option to extend left. Curtsy squat as you exhale. Left toes off the right edge of your mat. Get low. Inhale, reach high, arms to the sky. And take your slow dive all the way down. Fold. Lift halfway. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Skip it if you'd rather. Lift in your heart as you inhale. Peel your heart open and feel it. Exhale, down dog. Big, deep breaths, left leg high. Exhale, listen, left knee, right elbow, that little twist. Use your obliques. Awesome, Cam, inhale, back up. Left to left, as high as you can get on your arm. Awesome, Paul, inhale, back up, lengthen. And then this time, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, step through so softly. Crescent rise, strong legs. Beautiful, Erica. Exhale, turbo twist. Towards the windows, right arm forward, left arm back, back knee bends. Back to crescent, inhale, option to extend both legs, really push through your back toes. Exhale, hands come down. Standing splits, right leg floats high, breathe in, active through your right foot, your right toes spread. Tiny little potato bug ball, all the way to emptiness, get so small and compact. Inhale, get long, so lengthen spine parallel to the earth. Nice, K, exhale, fold. Rise up, arms to the sky, right knee lift, standing stack. Figure four, one-legged chair, arms are your choice. Exhale, sit back, weight in your left heel. Reach high, standing staff, option to extend right, breathe in. And exhale, swing your right leg around, intentionally curtsy squat. Exhale all the way to empty as you get low. And then inhale, reach high, stretch it out. High mountain. Yes, dive down. Exhale all the way to emptiness. Beautiful breath. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Move through your vinyasa however you want to. End up back in your down dog. That's one time through. We've got one more. I am going to add a few more things in this time, a few more additions, variations. So just like you have been doing this entire class, stay present, listen to my cues, take what works, and leave the rest behind. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. Exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, however you'd like to get there. Forward fold. Halfway lift position. Inhale. And release. Exhale all the way to emptiness. Rise. Lead with your heart. Reach up. High mountain. Hands to heart. Exhale. All right, last time. Inhale, arms to the sky. Side body is stretched to your right. You can switch it up if you want to. Use your breath all the way to emptiness. Through center, inhale, realign. Switch sides, exhale. Inhale, back to center. Got our standing back bend. Exhale, navel to spine as you curl open, bottom tips of shoulder blades, squeeze. Re-extend, realign. And then dive, stick your butt out, heart forward all the way down. Beautiful, lift halfway as you breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga, or you can always skip it if you'd rather. And downward facing dog. Right leg high, inhale. Now, right knee, left elbow, all the way to empty, push the ground away, so strong, inhale back up. Right knee, right elbow or armpit, get as high as you can, maybe add a push up, bend your elbows, don't let your butt drop, inhale back up. Yes, exhale as softly and slowly as possible, right foot all the way up, top of your space. Crescent lunge, breathe in and rise. Good job. Exhale, turbo twist. Listen here, from your turbo twist, bring your right forearm across your low back. Turn your shoulders to be square towards the front of the room again, and then left arm up and back. So like a crescent lunge with one arm and a back bend. Lift your heart super high. Legs are strong, that bend in your back knee. Awesome, Sue. Breathe down into your belly. One more inhale. As you exhale, left hand to the ground. Stay with me. Right arm to the sky. Revolve lunge. So hang out in your twisted lunge for a couple breaths. If there's any way you want to work it, any variation you want to take, feel free. Breathe down into your belly. Work your twist as you exhale. Just one more round. Bottom of your exhalation. Let it go. Root into your right foot, left leg to the sky. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. Curl and get small. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bow. Root through your feet all the way up. Arms reach up. Right knee floats up. Now listen, from standing staff, we will twist. Left arm forward, right arm back. You can grab hold of your right leg if you want to with your left hand. If you would like, if it is available to you, grab hold of your right foot. Start to extend your right leg. So revolve hand to big toe pose. Only extend as much as you can without rounding through your spine. Stay broad through your shoulders and collarbones. Take one more full round of breath wherever you are at. Slowly unwind back to standing staff. Breathe in. We're going to skip our figure four as you exhale, curtsy squat. Swing your right leg around, hands to heart, get low. Inhale, get high, reach. And slow dive takes you down, fold. Beautiful, my friends. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa, or skip it if you'd rather. Inhale, heart lifts. Down dog with your exhale. Left leg high, breathe in. And again, left knee, right elbow, little twist, push the ground away. Nice, Kathy, back up, lengthen. Left to left. Add the push-up if you want, bend your elbows, strong core, strong shoulders. Inhale, back up, three-legged. Exhale, everybody knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, step through like you're stepping over something, and then rise. Inhale, nice Kali, arms to the sky, heart lifts. Exhale, turbo twist. Pause here, left forearm across low back, square your shoulders towards the front wall, right arm up, and then work your back bend. It doesn't have to be great big. Use your left forearm, press into your low back, use it as support. Navel to spine, lift and puff up through your chest. One more inhale. Exhale, stay with me, right hand down, left arm to the sky, revolve lunge. So if you want to, you can explore, you can work this in any way you'd like. Maybe you want to come into a prayer twist. Maybe you want to extend your front leg. Breathe down into your belly. Couple more rounds. And then end of your exhale, coming back to our flow. Release. Inhale, standing splits. Right leg floats high. Exhale, little tiny potato bug ball. Curl in, get small, empty out. Get long, halfway lift. Heels down, adjust your stance if you want. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet and take it all the way up. Arms to the sky. Left knee lifts. And then exhale, add your twist, right hand to the outside of left leg, left arm back, or sometimes I even like to press my left hand into my low back. Use that as a little bit of leverage. If it is available, grab your foot and start to work into your revolved hand to big toe. So extend only as far as you can without rounding your back. Keep your shoulders broad, collarbones broad. Wherever you're at, one more round. Active through your left foot. Awesome, Erica. See if you can keep balancing on your right leg. Unwind, arms to the sky. Inhale. Skipping our figure 4. Exhale, curtsy squat. Hands to heart. Get low. Inhale, stretch it out. Reach high. Exhale, slow dive. Take it all the way down. Bow. Halfway lift. Breathe in. And listen here. Plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat. Plank. Pause in your plank. Moving into a side plank. Right hand is your foundation. So either roll onto baby toe edge of right foot, or if you would like, you can bring your right knee down. If your bottom knee is lifted, lift your hips so high. So it's like you're trying to create an arch or a rainbow shape with your body. Left arm might reach forward. Left leg might float up. Maybe you even turn it into a wild thing variation, a back bend. Wherever you're at, your fullest expression, last round. Good job. Slowly, intentionally come back through your plank. Other side. So left hand, find the strength in your left side now. You're those left side oblique muscles. You can always bring your left knee down if you feel like modifying or just giving yourself a little break. Lift your hips. Maybe right arm forward, maybe right leg up. Maybe wild thing. So your fullest expression, it does not matter how it looks. Focus on what you feel. You're using all the strength. See if you can find softness, sweetness. Soften through your outer shell. Last round. Amazing. Nice, Kirsten. Come back to plank or modify. Inhale at the top. Push the ground away. Exhale all the way to your belly. We're going to take a baby cobra. So staying nice and low. Lift your heart using strength in your back. Roll your shoulders back. Point your elbow tips back. Good. Float your hands up. Reach your hands back. Float your feet up. Reach your toes back. Locusts. Hug in with your inner thighs. Imagine you're trying to rotate your inner thighs in and up towards the sky. Feel the strength in your back body. It helps me personally if I bend my elbows and try to squeeze them towards each other behind my back. I can feel my mid-back muscles start to fire. Take one more inhale. Awesome. Jen, lift, lift, lift. Yes, and release. Rest. You can turn your head to either side. So like a belly down Shavasana for a moment. You might rock your hips side to side. Windshield wiper your shins. Take some big, deep breaths into your low back. Good job, friends. However you would like to make the transition in your next few rounds, downward facing dog. Feel whatever there is to feel. Notice whatever there is to notice. Reconnect to your slow, steady breath. Inhale your right leg to the sky. And if it would feel good to you, go ahead and open your right hip for a moment. Bend your knee, peel it open. Stay here as long as you want to. Whenever you are ready, pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your space, and just set your body down gently. If you would like to take this in a seat or on your back instead, for whatever reason, always, you are welcome to do so. So in pigeon, we're going to use our big, deep breaths to communicate to our body that we are safe, that we are held. So even though you're uncomfortable, body, you can relax, you can let go, you can soften. So we are learning how to be in a relationship with our body every time we practice. We are learning how to listen to its whispers and let it know that we are responding to what it tells us. And the more we respond to what it tells us, the more it talks, the more it tells us, the more it wants to be in relationship with us because we're actually listening. So it makes me so sad in our culture, in our society. We are conditioned out of our bodies. We are taught how to suppress and repress and make ourselves feel like we're okay, like we're happy all the time. And that's just not human. It's just not the human experience or what it's meant to be. So let yourself be with whatever is there in your body. Feel it fully, breathe into it fully, respond to it in a way that feels nourishing to you. Use your big, deep breaths. In my opinion, our breath is one of the most powerful tools we have. It's always with us. See if you can notice where you are tensing up that you do not need to be. Take about 4 or 5 more deep breaths. You can always exhale out your mouth if you'd like. Just a couple more. As you're ready, slowly, mindfully, however you want to find your way back to down dog, start your own transition back to downward facing dog. So anything goes. Maybe a 3-legged dog, give your right leg a nice little shake out. Maybe some cat cows. Perhaps you want to move through a vinyasa. Back in your down dog, just walk it out. Again, feel right side versus left side. Right leg, right hip versus left leg, left hip. And then I will just say, each of you in your own time, find your way slowly and mindfully into pigeon on the left side. So again, it can be on your back, it can be in a seat, it can be any other variation that would serve your body in a better way. And then breath by breath, settle in, especially as it becomes intense, as it becomes maybe a little overwhelming. Those big, deep breaths, so valuable, so important. So you do want a strong structure. You're pulling your left hip back energetically. Sometimes I even like to imagine a rope attached to my left butt cheek, and it's literally pulling back and up. So there's that strong structure, but then you're softening around it. You're softening within it. So I like to imagine sometimes the way we can make a really strong fist, but then we can keep that shape, keep kind of the strength and the structure of it, and just soften our fingers within it. It's the same thing we're doing here. Anytime you want, sigh it out. About 3 or 4 more. No, ultimately, leave it up to you. So just when you feel pretty much even on both sides, slow transition one last time back to down dog. If you're already on your back and you want to wait for us there, that's totally fine. You can just take some neutralizing movements on your back, whatever calls to you. So if you want to take one final vinyasa, now would be your time. Once you're back in your dog pose, just take a moment to feel into all that length and all that space you have created. So please, no rush. If you're still in pigeon, you want to hang out there a little longer, that's totally fine. So those of you in down dog, maybe a couple more breaths there. And then eventually, my friends, find your way, however you want to get there, all the way down onto your back. You can face whichever direction you want to. And once you are on your back, just draw your knees in and find a little rock from side to side, gentle rock from side to side. Yeah, maybe a big, huge sigh. Ah. So just kind of rock it out. Give your low back a nice little massage. And then choose any supine spinal twist of your choice. And just take about 5 breaths on this side. Feeling your body now just resting against the ground, giving into gravity. Feeling the way that Mother Earth is always there holding you and supporting you, stable, grounded, rooted. Maybe you breathe into that, or even imagine you're taking energy from the ground or giving some of your extra energy to the earth. So again, just using your imagination. Another thing that makes me sad, we're conditioned out of using our imaginations. When we're children, we have the most vivid imaginations. You ever talk to a child who has a really vivid imagination? It's like the most amazing thing. When we get older, we're told to stop. Imagining is silly. So let yourself have moments to reconnect to that childlike part of yourself. It's part of who you are. Your next couple of breaths, switch to the other side. So feeling your body heavy against the ground. And sometimes I like to feel into the back side of my body, heavy against the ground. The front side of my body, light, almost like it could float up, up, and away. So can you hold both those opposite sensations? Let them dance around inside of you at the same time. Just getting curious. When we approach our practice with curiosity, just as when we approach our life with curiosity, everything seems just a little bit lighter. You don't always have to be so serious. When you feel pretty even on both sides, no hurry. Come back to center. Take a moment to neutralize. So maybe a rock, maybe a big squeeze, like a tiny little potato bug ball now on your back. Maybe a happy baby pose. And then any inversion of your choice that will complete your practice for you. So anything that puts your hips and or your legs higher than your heart. And it can be more restorative. It can be more challenging depending on how you feel. And if you've got a wall next to you and you want to use it, or if you even want to stand up and move to a wall to use it, feel free. You can take your mat to this front wall if you want to. So about 10 breaths, somewhere around 10 breaths in your inversion. And if that means moving through a couple different inversions or a couple different variations of your inversion, go for it. You might come back to your intention here. Maybe your intention has changed throughout your practice. You're feeling something different now. So just notice what's there for you, what's flowing through for you, what's present. And as you're ready, friends, no rush, but once you've taken around 10 breaths in your inversion, just ease your way out and give yourself a moment, any counter poses of your choice, any finishing poses of your choice. Maybe you feel like going directly into your Shavasana. It's perfectly fine. Maybe you want to take a moment to rest with your feet together, knees apart, or feet apart, knees together. Maybe you want to give your knees one last big squeeze in. So my thought for you is about shame. And I have been working with shame a little bit in my own life. And I just find it so fascinating, again, that we've been conditioned to feel shame when we do something wrong. When we mess up, when we make a mistake, we feel so shameful, so bad, so guilty. And that feeling, that shame, it does absolutely nothing to motivate us to be better, at least in a sustainable way. So we have to face that shame, figure out what's underneath it. What part of myself needs more love? And then just show up as who we want to be, how we want to be. Not full of shame, not feeling like we don't deserve to be happy or we're not worthy. Everybody is worthy just by being born. So this, I think, is by Ram Dass. It says, shame compounds all behaviors. If you are going to quit anything, maybe you quit the behavior of berating yourself for not always knowing how to stay with the pain of being human. Shame compounds all behaviors. If you are going to quit anything, maybe you quit the behavior of berating yourself for not always knowing how to stay with the pain of being human. So we have in this human experience some really, really good, amazing days, really amazing, blissful moments. And we also have some really, really deeply painful times, deeply hurtful things happen. And sometimes it's hard to hold that. So we do things to soothe ourselves, and that's okay. Can you come back and love yourself? Can you come back and connect with that deepest part of your pain? Just give it your breath, give it your awareness, let it be held. So that's the practice. And that's why we show up over and over again, to be in our body, to feel. Feeling is healing. So these last few moments are yours just to feel whatever is there, whatever is flowing through. No judgment, just observation. So if anything, it's just, that's interesting. How curious.
You're lovely. You're just lovely. We just love to be in this class, huh?
Oh, gee, so good to have you. Miss you. Missed you. Are you doing anything else before the end of the year? Are you here?
I'm Stephen here.
Okay.
Christmas Eve, and then I'm flying to Seattle on Christmas Day.
Okay, cool. You, man, just got to make the rounds. Okay, cool. Perfect. Yeah, do all your fun stuff. I wish you were coming to Peru. That'll be fun. It's all good. I can't believe it's like in like 2 weeks. Sheesh. Oh, let me tell about your cookies. Also, Sue brought a bunch of Christmas cookies from her cookie exchange that she had. So I'll just open the thing, and if you want a cookie, take a cookie. If you want a cookie, take a cookie. And a sticker if you want. Your mom, dude. What an amazing 82. I can't even. Yeah, right? I know, right? And also like her attitude too. Helps a lot. Because like my mom is healthy and strong, but like her attitude is like, I'm so old, I can't do it. I'm so old, I can't do it. It's just like, mom, that's a like honestly, who I mean, 5K, thank you for coming. Of course, please. Stickers.
Oh wait.
If yeah, this is me. This is my new thing. Yeah. Slowly but surely it's coming. I know, I do too. I can't stop making them, so just keep taking them. I don't know what I was saying about my mom. Oh, well, I'm just like, okay, so she's 77, but in the health she's in, she could have 10 more years of like awesome life. But she's always just like, I'm too old. I'm too old. I'm too old. And her world's just like getting smaller and smaller. So